Well, after Phantasm 2, Dino De Laurentiis called up again, and he had, at the time, had a lock on all Stephen King projects. And you know, you can see from my films, I'm a massive Stephen King fan, as anybody in the horror genre probably is, and you know, one of the greatest geniuses. We're lucky to live in the lifetime of his, and to this day, writing great, wonderful things. And he had a Stephen King calendar that he wanted to make into a movie. Now, how's that? It wasn't even a book, and it wasn't even a short story. It was a Stephen King calendar that he made with Bernie Wrightson. It was the months of the year, and it was called The Cycle of the Werewolf. And so the werewolf would essentially strike on the holiday every month. So, you know, on New Year's Day, the werewolf strikes. And in February, on Valentine's Day, the werewolf strikes. And on through the year. And he weaves a wonderful little story about a kid who's got a handicap. He's in a wheelchair, and he's the only one in the town that knows about this werewolf. And I love the story, just thinking about it now, how cool it was. And so I signed on gladly, but I just couldn't make it through his development process because, you know, at the time, Dino wasn't reading things in English, so everything had to be translated. And you know, I went to New York and worked for a month, and actually co-wrote a screenplay with his translator. And you know, it was a challenge, and it just he didn't really get it, I don't think, or what I was trying to do with it. And I really felt that I knew that the day that Stephen King came to town. And I got to meet with him, which was a fantastic experience. And I sat in the room with Dino and Stephen and the translator, who was a really nice guy, Sergio. And you know, we just kind of went through the problems we were having with, you know, adapting the calendar to a script. And Dino, so Stephen listened very intently, and he didn't have time to write the screenplay. I was begging him to, please take it over and make a screenplay out of this. Now I'm working on stuff. He said, give him some thought. So about 2 days later, this fax arrived at the offices, and it was like 6 single-line typewritten full pages that King had just whipped out, answering every problem that we had in the script. And it was thrilling. And I remember going into the meeting I get myself, I think we should turn these cameras off here. No, this is copyrighted Don Coscarelli, but not for your own use only. But I just remember Dino holding these pages on, you know, these are like the answers from the great Stephen King to the script. And he just didn't get them, didn't want to use them. And so that was about the time that I realized, and this is a long-winded story, why I wasn't going to end up doing the movie. Because it just, they're leaving great ideas on the sidelines. King did ultimately come back and write the script after I was gone.